Welcome back, everybody, XRP hodlers and investors. Today we're going to have a look on a couple of reasons why I think we are very close to a serious shift in the XRP long-term trend. Okay, now you can see back in the days before we got our first explosive move up in March 17. We're looking at the weekly time frame, by the way. Each candle is 1 week. You can see we had a falling wedge, a large falling wedge versus the Bitcoin. You can see a very large falling wedge for around 511 days. We've been in this falling wedge, but once we broke out of it, you can see the explosiveness of this move. That was the first explosive move of XRP in 2017. Now, since then, we've been in a serious bear trend for the past 3 years, and you can see right now we're getting this kind of the same formation, okay, very similar formation, not as long, but very similar falling wedge formation, okay. We are inside this wedge for already 217 days, all right, and it's going to be completed in around 70 days. I will show you in another 70 days we have till the end of it. Now, usually it breaks before the apex, but worst case scenario, we're gonna see an explosive move in 70 days now, top. I'm expecting it to break out before. Now, look what happened when we broke out on the Bitcoin pairing. The last time we formed a long-term a falling wedge on the weekly scale, people. This is serious formation right here. And if you look at risk-reward ratio, this is a very good place to buy XRP because there is not a lot of downside. Of course, this thing can break to the downside. Of course, it could break to the downside. There is a probability of it breaking to the downside. But we have a lot of support right here, and the upside is much bigger than the lower side. Now I want to show you, it looks like we're looking at the market structure right now. This is a market structure chart, okay, Wall Street. Now you can see right here, the beginning, this is accumulation, okay, where we accumulate, people are accumulated, investing and buying, okay. Then we're gonna get the run up, okay. We have the run up, a bull run. Then we have some distribution, people selling, and then like the slow grind, the bear trend, the long-term bear trend. Now have a look on the XRP BTC chart on the daily, okay? Now you can see this is since 2018, okay? We've been in this, we had this run-up, that was the huge run-up. Of course, XRP is very volatile. The market structure will be much more volatile, people. It's one of the most wild crypto out there. When it moves so fast. Now look, we made this bear trend. This is the huge bear trend, and that was the slow grind since 2019, long boring bearish trend. Now you can see since July, okay, this was our bottom. We formed the bottom on the Bitcoin in September. In September, before the bottom on the Bitcoin chart, you can see we kind of made a double bottom, all right? You can see I mark it already. You can see we're making a double bottom, and also you can see we're trading in this box, this little rectangle. That's, in my opinion, this is the accumulation range. Okay, now the accumulation range, it comes before the huge explosive move to the upside. Now, you can take a couple of approaches here if you are not in XRP. First of all, if you buy here, this is a very good place to buy because you can see the support is right here. Okay, our support is right here. And if you want to trade this little accumulation box, you can see risk reward. Let's open the risk reward tool. All right, you can see you have 41% gains and very little loss. Okay, very little loss options. Okay, if of course the support will hold, but in my opinion, this is gonna be our support. We're gonna hold it unless we're gonna have another market crisis. Now, this you can trade it. You can trade it right now as an investor and accumulator. This is the best place to buy, people. This is the best place to buy for the long term. Just buy and hold because you're in the bottom of the XRP structure, the 4 years market cycle structures, okay? This is amazing entry in my opinion. You can see these are the 200 EMA and this is the 50 EMA on the daily. Now you can see we are right trading on top of the daily, of the 50 EMA. And once we cross the 200 EMA, this is very bullish. Now, what could happen? We could make a run up, get rejected here from the top, and then we could break it up. Then you can buy the retrace. You can buy all the time the retrace, because usually things coming back down to test the resistance that becomes support, but not always happening. But the best place, in my opinion, to buy is right here in the accumulation range and just hodl it. If you're a trader, you know your style, you know your trading strategy, you know what to do. But in my opinion, this will be a shame not to have a little position in XRP going forward to 2020 and 2021, because this is the place to buy. This is the place when smart money buying XRP. This is the place that you can see as well a very huge volume on the daily here. You can see we're getting some serious volume on the daily. I already also made another video on the XRP versus the USD pairing. It's also trading in a big descending wedge. So if you haven't saw it, go have a look at it. It's XRP price prediction for 2020. And tell me down below, what do you think, people? What do you think? Where are we going to go? You think we're going to explode in 2020, or you think XRP going to make a new lows on the BTC and on the USD? What do you think? What's your thoughts? Tell me right below. Now, I'm going to continue updating you on the XRP on a weekly scale or on a once a month, or when it's gonna decide to make a move. But I'm gonna cover this XRP moving forward. This is an interesting play, a very interesting crypto, and it looks like it has a very, 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 very good looking future, people. Thank you very much for listening. Have a wonderful day, and bye-bye.